What's going on, fishing friends? We are live here at the Fishing Channel headquarters studios, our house, and we are excited to have Captain C.L. Marshall on tonight. He's actually on the water, so we are literally getting a live from the water report tonight. But before we bring him in, it's like when you have a really awesome gift for somebody and you just almost like you want to surprise them with it, but you can't. You got to like wait until Christmas. And I've got just a couple of things that I'd love to share with you guys, but they're just not ready.
No,
they're just not ready. But Lady C and I are super excited in the coming months to launch some really great new fishing channel content with you guys. And I'm just brimming with excitement to share with our community. For question of the night, we're newly stocked in from GI Jigs and BKD, and I picked out a really sexy combo for you guys. The fish probably don't care about how good this matches, but man, check this out. It's kind of like I don't know what you call that, like bronzy, ashy color with a
it's like pumpkin sparkle.
Pumpkin sparkle, says the lovely lady behind the curtain. And then it's like a pumpkin sparkle with like mustard, BKD. I mean, that is just a combo that, is going to catch the fisherman. It certainly catches me. But as promised, the cool thing about these prizes tonight is like you can win these. We ship them out, and like the day that you get them, this is what you want to use, at least up on the middle and upper bay right now. Like this is a deadly combination. Fish with this right now, it will catch some stripers. Like that whole thing is about to blow up, and it's gonna be awesome. But let's bring in Captain Marshall because he's on the boat. I don't know how much time he's gonna have for us tonight, but let's see. How you doing, Captain Marshall?
Man, I'm doing great. Man, sure, it's been a slow thus far today. Water temperatures dropped tremendously down where I am. When I came out, I was in 61-degree water, and we've been looking for something a little warmer. We think we find something here. This is the third spot we've been to this afternoon, and this is where we're going to make our stand for the evening, right here on this little grassy flat.
So to find warmer water, you had to find something shallow. I'm guessing, what is that, 4 to 6 feet?
I'm fishing in 3.7 right now.
Wow. Okay, so it's shallow. How much of a temperature difference did that make?
About 2 degrees. I'm hoping that's enough.
Yeah.
But really burning me. Some of the guys to the south of me have been feeding me pictures all day. They've had a pretty decent speckled tripe bite down off of Nancock, off of Parker's Island down there. They've been feeding me pictures all day, and I'm north of them, and I'm not doing so good today.
Well, you know what? Like, even the best have a rough day every now and then. But I know from experience, and I'm curious to pick your brain about this, but your region coming up here over the next month and a half is just, it is world class in every shape and form, is it not?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to this month of October. I'm looking at this moon right now, and it's about, I guess it's 90% out of a full moon, and that's kind of what's got me triggered. I'm hoping to catch some redfish tonight on this incoming tide. I think I'm where I need to be. We've seen one today already, but we'd like to catch a few more. The best day I had last year in this type of fishing was right during the last week of October, and I'm hoping that that trend continues.
So a little bit north of you, a lot of us that fish a lot in the Mid-Bay region, we've sort of stopped calling it Rocktober. We're sort of talking about Rockvember now.
Yeah.
What's it look like down there on your end?
I really haven't targeted a whole lot of rockfish yet. We catch them It's more of a bycatch to what we're doing. You know, I'm a big structure fisherman for sure, and they haven't started to school around structure down this way as much as they will toward mid-November. November into December, early January seems to be the best rock fishing for us down here in the Pocomoke and Tangier Science. We've got some spots that tend to hold fish, that tend to congregate fish, more transitional spots where when they're coming out of the smaller creeks and tributaries, they'll hold up there for, you know, a few days, long as a week if the bait's there. We've seen plenty of bait tonight, which has been good. Yeah, November is definitely it's Rockfish City up here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we probably on into December and even early January for you guys, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, as long as the water doesn't get real cold, you know, I tend to catch them. I tend to catch them when it gets below 35. I have a problem getting them to bite. I can still see them, but I can't catch them, and that's a little frustrating. But as long as I can keep that water temperature over 35 in some of the places that we fish, we can tend to elicit a strike or two now and again.
Got it. So Carl Ward, how you doing, Carl? Big friend of the show. Says, what you slinging tonight, CL?
Soft crabs, man. I'm slinging soft crabs. We fished. We cast a little bit earlier around some submerged structure, some stumps and the like, and 3 to 6 feet of water. And the knocktails. I think one of your last shows, Captain Pete talked about them, and we've been fishing them pretty much all summer. That's what we were slinging earlier. I like those a lot. They're very durable. I'm not a big fan of this Bass Assassin. Seems like they changed their form a little bit, and those baits have got a lot softer. Those BKDs that you boys up the bay talk about, I haven't had the opportunity to try those. I look forward to that. Some old school.
We're gonna you got a pack in the mail to you on the way.
We use that old school stuff because that tends to be a little bit tougher. And one of the new ones I found is something called rumblefish. I'm a big fan of this purple rumblefish thing that Seahawk has just started carrying, and that's been a good speckled trout lure. It worked really well for us in the Tangier Sand Classic. The rumblefish did.
Yeah, old school baits that Captain Marshall just referred to. We got a chance to meet the gentleman that runs that company. They're local, at least they're local to the Southern Bay, and they provide a really good product. So, guys, check them out if you haven't already.
Ain't that
Man,
cool?
That's beautiful.
A perk of the job, man.
Man, that lower bay on the eastern shore sunset is just breathtaking. We got to see some of that when we were down there for the Tangier Classic. It's just amazing stuff, guys. We got probably another 5 or 10 minutes with Captain Marshall before the sun goes down on him. So if you have questions, bring them in. Oh, Lady C says, happy anniversary, Captain Marshall. Wishing many more.
Yeah, my wife, she's special. 35 years she's put up with my crap, man. Yeah, I keep telling her she's a lucky lady, but she tends to differ on that. But
well, we are losing some light over there. But Shore Sharp is asking, Captain Marshall, do you do any school bank trolling, old school bank trolling?
Absolutely. We look forward to that in late October or in early November. We look forward to doing that. That's always a lot of fun. Last year in the Pocomoke sign, we had a great bank trolling bite. You're trolling small bucktails and the like, and not many people do that anymore. We even trolled some small spoons, and I had a lot of success doing that last year. That's one of my favorite ways to fish. It's a lot of fun.
That's great. I got questions just flying in now.
Yeah,
probably going to take us to the end of the show when you're in pitch dark.
I'll be here all
night. Sean Fenwick, how you doing, Sean? Another friend of the show. All these people are good friends of the show that participate a lot, and we appreciate every last one of you. How late do you fish in the evenings down there with the soft crabs?
Well, as long as I'm not scared at all. I love fishing at night. I love to do it. It's fun. It's a tide driven thing. If the tide and the moon are going to give me a little bit of light, I'll stay out here midnight, 1 o'clock, whatever. Yeah, we got some fish breaking around us. I like fishing at night. Not a lot of other anglers out. That's for sure. We get, we kind of have the whole flat to ourselves tonight. We're right here by ourselves, and we're real thankful for that. But
you got a sweatshirt with you tonight? Looks like you got something long sleeve on.
oh, I got a Tangier Sign sweatshirt, Tangier Sign Charter sweatshirt. Of course I do.
Yeah, they make some good apparel. Carl's asking, he won your charter at the auction at the Tangier Classic. Looking forward to fishing with you. Yeah, we got a chance to meet Carl. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I look forward to fishing with Carl. Thank you so much, Carl. Speaking about what the hell is that? Speaking about the Tangier Sign Classic, we got fish breaking all around us. Speaking of the Tangier Sign Classic, man, what a great job those guys did. I want to give a shout out to those guys. It's something that we fish it every year. We didn't fish it the first year. We fished it the subsequent years. Those guys do a great job. Brad Taylor, Dave Hooker, his wife Leslie is a hammer in that thing, man. Just the job that they do is tremendous. And I think they gave right at 35 or 38,000.
They posted it today. It was like 35, and then another generous soul contributed and brought the total all the way up to $40,000. I mean, that's a check to help a kid that really needs the help.
And that tournament, if you fish and and you kind of want to see where you stack up against the people, the other people who fish. I mean, that's where you go. Red drum, speckled trout, rockfish, all those things, bluefish, flounder, they're all in play. And if you want to see where you stack up, pay your money. Come on. I encourage folks to play in that one next year. It's a good tournament. And it's for a good cause.
Yeah, I want to interrupt people real quick and say that Captain Marshall is on the water fishing. He's not in a witness protection program.
Yeah.
The sun's going down on him, but the sun is not going down on these questions. Good grief. How much longer for bull reds and cobia down where you are? That's coming from Dominic Becker.
Yeah, thank you, Dominic. The cobia bite's about done for me down here where I am. But the red drum bite, I fully anticipate catching another one tonight, and I fully anticipate them being here until the bait runs out, until peelers and soft crabs become hard to find. The last one we caught last year was October 26th.
Yeah, we were down there last year, I believe mid-October, and had a pretty good day. The guy we were with said it had slowed down a little bit, but that was, Lady C, when was that? Mid-October to late October, wasn't it?
It was. No.
But man, we tore up the trout when we went down there.
Best day I had one of the best days I had last year was on the 26th of October, and we had 9 reds over 45 inches. Had our slots, had our limited slots, limited speckled trout, limited rockfish. And that was the last of the peelers and soft crabs for the year we had. Matter of fact, that story's in my new book.
Oh yeah, which is that available yet? Can people get that?
No, I just got the cover art back on it. Looks like to me, I'm thinking February to March it could be out. We're excited about it. The Locked In Productions, those guys, a bunch of young photographers from Pocomoke, they did all my photographic work, and I got to tell you, the photography in this thing is stunning. A lot of red
so
fish.
Not many pictures of you, right?
Thank God. Well, the trouble I have finding pictures of me. I'm just not in them,
Man, for the audience at home, we put a lot into putting the show together, and we want a new thumbnail every month. And the thing that we're noticing, and see how you're not alone on this, is all of our captains, they're not in many pictures with fish because they're usually, taking the picture with their customers. So thank you for providing us with the pictures that you have. We've done great with that. We got, let's see. Carl's asking, what's your favorite way to fry them soft crabs?
I'm a big fan of house archery, that's for sure. I love house archery. You know, I like to take the backs off of them. I'm not a big fan of that top piece that the speckled trout like to eat. I'm not a big fan of that. I'll pull that off. I'll dip them in milk and egg batter, milk and egg, and dip them in some house archery, cover them up real good. And I love to use a black iron frying pan. I don't use a Fry Daddy. I don't use one of those. I go old school with it with the black frying pan, and it works out pretty good. I mean, it's put a lot of weight on me, that's for sure.
Our buddy David, one of the longest fans of our lives, chimes in. He says, "What's the best type of rod, reel, line, and lure to use during this season where you are?"
What I'm using right now, I'm using the Penn Battles. I'm using those, a 5,000 series. Well, I got 4,000 pens. I've got those, and I use a Tsunami rod. I was a Star Rod fan. Those damn things kept breaking on me, and so I use 7-foot Tsunamis, and they're a little bit lighter rod than one would think of what I'm considering the red drum that I catch.
It's a 5,000 pen, guys, and this is a heavy reel. I guess that's kind of the con, but that's in terms of cons, that's the only one. These things are tanks, and a guy like C.L. Marshall is going to really like this because they hold up to everything.
Yeah, I'm 4 years into these right now, and the Tsunami rods I use, if you look at them, you're good. God, they're too light to catch these, these 40-pound drumfish. But in the shallow water where I fish a lot, the fight isn't necessarily down. It's not. It's more of a get him, pick him up.
Yes, we got live action.
Oh, I missed him. Shit.
Oh. That was the most exciting thing that's happened this season.
Oh, the rod doubled over and he just didn't take the hook. It's getting ready to happen. One of the things I say on he's got him. Oh, no, he doesn't. one of the things I say on my radio
got
show. It? No, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen out here. That's for sure. Oh, we had a doubler over her there, and it just didn't come tight. My buddy Tom Wall's with me tonight. We're from Tom's Refrigeration, and I'm just happy to have him on the boat with me. There he is. He's got him now. Crank on him, Tom. Hold on. What are you doing, Tom?
He's hooked up. Oh, we got live.
Oh, stay tight on him. Oh,
we can barely see what's going on, but we can see. Point it back at him.
Yeah. Hold on a second, Tom.
What? Hey, how you doing?
What do you got? I think it's a ray. It's a ray. Yeah, it's one of them. Not the target speed. I know.
Hey, you know what? For television, we should have just said, "Oh, it's the biggest red ever." Let's see.
I hear you.
Silas asked, I guess you're using circle hooks. Yeah, I'd imagine you're using circle hooks for those soft shell crabs, right?
Yeah, we always use circle hooks, and this is really the second year I've used. Just cut him right off, Tom. I'll tie another hook on. This is the second year that I've gone exclusively to circle hooks. I'm an old school guy. I was a J hook guy, but I got to tell you, for my customers, it's pretty easy. They crank and go. So that works out well for them. I haven't missed any fish, and I don't think that I've killed any fish. And for me, that's important. I think that my release rate on these reds has been, I don't think I've heard any that bad. I don't think that any have gone off, and I feel good about what we've done.
Yeah. That's good. That's good stuff. I mean, those fish are warriors. I mean, they don't live 40 or 50 years for no reason. But
bycatch. I mean,
we got to do our best to take care of the resource. Let's see. We drop a question from Lady C. She says, with the water temps dropping, what do you recommend for techniques with reds, trout, etc.?
Well, I'm in a little bit deeper water than I normally like to fish, and I'm more along an edge tonight, and I'm hoping that proves to be beneficial. Right now it's a lot of recon. We haven't been fishing the last 4 or 5 days, and I absolutely have gone crazy. So right now we're just trying to find out where they are and find a consistent bite. We're on the hunt tonight. Like I say, this is the third spot we've been to.
Got it. Well, you know what? You are like totally out of light. So we're gonna roll right into the question of the night, and then I mean we only have about 3 minutes longer, anyways. But was there a question that stood out to you that we can award this prize to? It's what did you call it? A pumpkin what?
Pumpkin sparkle.
Pumpkin sparkle set of GI jigs and a matching pack of BKDs and CL. We're gonna send you a pack of these.
Thank you so much.
So, what was the question of the night, CL?
About frying the soft crabs, of course, man. Man after my own heart, because that's one of the reasons we use soft crabs is because, what we don't feed to the fish, we can feed to ourselves.
Well, Carl, just like an old Jerry Lee Lewis song, you win again. Carl's a big winner. I joke with him all the time. I'm like, dude, we're gonna put your tackle shops out of business because you don't have to go there anymore. You can just win stuff off us. CL, you are the man as usual. I don't know if you're purposely giving us that hook logo right there at the end.
That's right. That's where we take our pictures. A lot of the pictures we take, we put them right here on the front of that's on the front of the console. And hey, got a new pair of glasses, man, to pick up from Chris and those guys at Hook. I'm looking forward to getting them this week.
Beautiful. Which ones did you get?
Man, it's been so long ago since I talked to him. I forgot which ones I got.
Hook Optics, what we're referring to as Hook Optics, are in an optical galleria in Ocean City, Centerville, and Easton, Maryland. So great pair of glasses. We own several of them ourselves. CL, you're the man. Everyone who chimed in, great questions tonight. Tune in just a few minutes for Kaz Kenny and the Eastern Shore Fishing Report with Lady C. CL, you're the man. Thanks so much, buddy.
Listen, hey, and I kind of know what's coming up, and I'm excited.
Good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Take care, brother.
Yep.
All right.